Hello, hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We are going to be talking about Kringle Candle Haunted Hallows. Now, unlike most of the Halloween candles that I've recently been reviewing, this candle I actually purchased last year in 2024 with my own money. The ones that I have been previewing for you guys over the last week and a half, have all been candles that were sent to me in PR. However, this fragrance initially made its debut for Halloween 2024, and it is one of the 8 fragrances that is going to be returning when part 1 of Kringle Halloween is released this Friday morning, August 1st at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I sound like a broken record, but just making it very clear that if you are on the West Coast or somewhere in the time zones in between, that means that it is going to be Thursday night on July 31st. So let's go ahead and talk about this candle here. This is one of their standard 2-wick large tumblers, 100% soy wax. There's 22 ounces of wax. This will retail for $34, by the way. All of the Halloween candles, that is the retail price on that. I feel like I've forgotten to mention that in some of my reviews. And the pour date of this specific candle that I am reviewing is actually June 19th of 2024. So this one has actually been in my collection for over a year now. And yeah, I have some thoughts about this one. First and foremost, the packaging on this one I think is really nice. I think a lot of people said that they kind of call this the Harry Potter, the Harry Potter candle, because it kind of reminds them of some scenery there. I actually don't mind it's kind of like a Gothic type of style of old castle here, with a large full moon in the background, and we've got some bats flying there as well. Fragrance notes on Haunted Hallows are top notes of wood smoke and fir, mid notes of herbal and apple, base note of patchouli and musk. So this is one of the fragrances that I think was a surprise hit for many people last year. This fragrance, I'm going to be really honest with you guys, is really, really nice. I was very happy to see this one make a return because I actually really enjoyed this. Now, the notes that I pick up in here, I get some of that wood smoke in here, but the wood smoke, this is not an overly smoky fragrance. I would say truthfully, like the fragrance like Mummy Marshmallow, I compared that to Bath and Body Works Palo Santo Vanilla. That fragrance has more of like a smoky accord to it than this one. This, I don't get a ton of smokiness in there in this candle. It's there, but it's very minute. My note actually picks up more on the fir and the apple in those mid notes there. There's probably a little bit of herbaceousness. I can't necessarily pinpoint what the herbal note is there, but the fir note in here is done very, very well. I actually remember a lot of people talking about in the Kringle Facebook group last year that a lot of people really enjoyed burning this candle as like a transitional scent between the fall holidays going into Christmas. For some people actually said this smells like a Christmas candle to me. And I could see where you get that because while this doesn't scream Christmas tree to me, for me personally, you guys, this is not a Christmas scent. I think if it were just fir and apple, yes, it would be. But the patchouli mixed with that wood smoke in here does lend a little bit of an element of just maybe almost like a hearthside type of element with a little bit of perfuminess. This one is just really, really well done. I would say that if you missed out on it last year and you're looking at getting it, yes, get it. Like I said, goes very nicely with a lot of fragrances that I'm currently burning in my collection. This pairs really nicely with the apple rum cake from the new fall lineup. I was also burning this with the new zombie horde. Those, they're kind of a nice pairing, but this will also go really nicely, I feel like, with like a lot of cranberry fragrances. I feel like this one is very versatile. I personally like burning it at nighttime and burning it in combination with some of the other kind of like smoky fragrances. Last year I burned this with witching hour and I found that to be kind of a nice combination. So I could see that, like, if you want more of like an incensey type of vibe, I actually think that this would probably go nicely with Sleepy Hollow as well. A lot of people also say Witch's Cauldron is kind of like their one of their like holy grail fragrances when it comes to Kringle Halloween. You know, I've never tried Witch's Cauldron. Let me know down below. Should I purchase that one? Should I get that one? I'm still eyeing possibly getting Witch's Cauldron and Nevermore. You guys let me know in the comment box down below if I should get those. But overall, you guys, this fragrance, very, very well done. And the label, I think, is pretty nice too. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance. So you can see my candle, I am probably about 2/3 of the way down on this one. Again, I've had this for over a year, and I enjoyed it so much last year, you guys, that I didn't feel like decluttering it. You can see nice wax pool going on there. The wicks are not being too wild and crazy, but also you guys keep in mind that this is from the 2024 pour. This one, I'm going to tell you guys, strength and throw on this candle, I'm going to leave this at about a 7. This is also another one that for me, it kind of takes a little while to get going. I do find that the longer that I burn this candle, the more, I wouldn't say the more that it intensifies, but I do feel like it projects a lot better the longer that it is burning. So those first couple of hours that I'm burning this, if I'm out in an open concept, I really don't smell it. So therefore, I like to usually start burning this one in a closed concept in one of my bedrooms. But after about 3 hours, then I feel like putting it out into the open concept, and then I notice it. But again, it's not going to be like a smack you in the face type of fragrance. It's one of those ones that I feel like you kind of go nose blind to, but then when you walk back into the room, you do notice it. I do remember last year kind of having that experience with this candle where I would like leave and come back. You know, I always have somebody home when I do that, but like I would leave and I thought like, oh, I'm not smelling that candle that much. But then I would come back and come in through the door and I could definitely smell it. So I feel like it's one of those ones that's a little bit sneaky, but I would say that it's not as strong as, certainly not like the apple rum cake. It's not as strong as the new pumpkin head. But again, this is the 2024 version. So maybe the 2025 one might be a little bit stronger. I hope so. But this fragrance is really, really nice. I actually could see myself be tempted to purchase a backup of it. I don't know if I will, to be honest with you, because I have a lot of candles in my collection right now, like a lot. It's getting a little bit out of control, it feels like right now. So just with me going out of town next month, I'm kind of feeling like, do I want all of these candles in my collection? But truthfully, you guys, I think when push comes to shove, when this candle is released this week, I could see another one making its way into my cart because I do really enjoy this fragrance. I feel like this is one that it's just so versatile and it doesn't necessarily scream Halloween to me. It is a fragrance that I genuinely just enjoy burning in the evenings during the fall. And so that's why I could see myself probably purchasing another one of these. Highly, highly do recommend this fragrance. The hype is real on this one, you guys. Last year, just the fragrance overall is really nice. So if you are planning to purchase this candle in the launch this week, I do have an affiliate discount code with Kringle. It is Katie15. It will save you 15% off of your purchase. It is eligible for a commission, so please only use that if you are comfortable. But let me know in the comment box down below, did you purchase this one last year? What was your burn experience? Or did you miss out on it last year and now are you really excited to see it make a return? I would be curious to hear your thoughts. Once again, please hit thumbs up if you found this review helpful. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.